In this lesson, you are going to learn about the simple but oh so useful solid layers, more commonly referred to as solids. Solid color layers, or solids, are rasterized or pixel based footage layers in After Effects. They are just flat, basic graphic layers, and if you twirl open a solid layers, you will see they only contain the layer transform properties. To create solid color layers, more commonly known as solids, you can right-click down in the timeline, go to New, Solid. You can also right-click in the comp window, New, Solid. You can go to the top menu, Layer, New, Solid, or use the must-know keyboard shortcut Command or Control Y. So give your solid a name. Call mine Blue BG for blue background color. You can manually change the size or the width and height of your solid layer. You can also choose this button right here to make comp size, and that'll make it the exact width and height of your composition size. Then you can click on the color swatch to change the color of your solid layer. Just choose a new color. You can enter in a hex code, or you can also use the eyedropper tool. Click OK to get out of the color picker, then click OK to close down the solid setting dialog box. You will see the new solid layer in the Layers panel, and you will also see in the Project panel that a new folder was created called Solids. Any solid that you create will automatically be placed inside of this Solids folder. Just like most other footage layers, you can double-click on a solid layer that will open up in its own layer, which is useful if you want to use something like the Paint tools, where you can create hand-drawn animations, which are kind of fun. You can add layer styles, you can add effects, you can animate solid layers using the transform properties. You can duplicate a solid layer, just like any other footage layer, by pressing Command or Control D. You can change the settings of a solid color layer at any time. So if you want to change the size or the color of a solid, just select the solid in the Layers panel, go to the top menu, Layer, Solid Settings. You can change the name, you can change the width and the height, you can change the color. And if you have multiple solid layers, there's also a checkbox that says that this is going to affect all layers that use this solid. So if you did make a duplicate and you want to change the colors for all of your solids, well, you can check this and it's going to update all of the solid color layers. And just uncheck it if you want After Effects to create a new solid layer. You'll see here it's going to create a new solid. So when I click this, I've got the new layer, and I'm also going to get a new solid layer in the solids folder. You can use solid layers for a variety of reasons. They're often used as just a plain background color. As you know, when you create a new composition, the color that you choose here is just a placeholder color. It does not get rendered when you export your compositions. So when you do want a solid color background layer, adding a solid is a really easy way to do it. You can choose a color, and you can also add effects on this. So you can add gradients, you can add grain, you can add things to spice up your solid color background, but it gives you a solid background versus the transparent background, which is not going to be rendered. Sometimes you just want a pop of color for your composition, maybe as a little design element. So you could select the layer, use the pen tool, and just create little design elements from it. Sometimes you have a texture layer or a video or a photo and you want to add a little color overlay to it. Well, adding a solid color layer and then changing the blend modes a really easy way to do that. And if you don't see the blend modes, you can click on the button at the bottom, toggle switches and modes, or you can just right click in the header area, go to columns, and just check modes. You can click the arrow and then select a blend mode that you want, but the easy way, press and hold the shift key, then tap the equal or plus symbol. So with shift key press, just tap the equal sign, and that will cycle through all of the blend modes and just stop when you see a blend mode that you like. The second most common use case that you'll probably find yourself using solid layers for is to add effects onto. Effects in the Generate category. In the Noise and Grain category, you'll often create a solid color and then apply the effects onto the solid. So I'll create a new solid. I'm just going to right click, go to New, Solid. I'll call this Fractal Noise. I'm going to make it comp size. The color does not matter as the effect is going to take over the solid color settings. I'm just going to click OK. With the solid color selected, I can go to the Effect menu, Noise and Grain, then I'll select Fractal Noise. And if you're not familiar with fractal or turbulent noise, you might be wondering how on earth could this be a useful effect? Well, let's have a little fun. I'll show you how. I'm going to select the solid layer that we added the fractal noise effect onto, then go to the Effect Controls panel. I'm going to go to the contrast property and increase it to 1500. I'm then going to change the brightness to minus 650. Now there's a whole bunch of things I could change, but to keep things simple, I'm just going to go to this random seed. I'm going to hold the Option key or Alt if you're on Windows and click on the stopwatch next to random seed. I'm going to type out an expression. And don't worry, we're going to go over all of these in a future lesson. Time, asterisk, 250. I'll put a semicolon to end that expression. Click away. I'm going to hover my cursor and tap the Grave key to go full screen. Tap the spacebar, and now you have yourself an animated background using the fractal noise effect on a solid layer. Pretty cool, huh? With my cursor over the comp window again, I'm just going to tap the Grave key to go back to the composition. I can use the scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom in and out of this comp window. Now, what if you wanted to invert the black and white? So instead of a black background with white specks, you had a white background with black specks. No problem. I'll select the solid layer down in the Layers panel that we have the fractal noise effect on, go to Effect Controls, go to the Brightness property. Instead of minus 650, I'm going to change this to a positive 650. Click away, and just like that, we have a white background with black specks. And this fractal noise animation effect on a solid layer is great when you want to create a little vintage or retro feel. If you want to add a little pop of color, you can always place a solid layer below it and just change the blend mode of the layer. So we can change it to something like overlay. Now we can see the animation on top of that blue overlay. Or we can add something like a video or photo below to give it kind of a vintagey effect. So at any time, if you want to add a new solid layer, you can go to Layer, New Solid, or use Command or Control Y. And if you want to change the settings of your solid layer, such as the color, just go to Layer, Solid Settings, or Shift Command or Shift Control Y and adjust as necessary. Now that you know about solids, which you can use for background colors or adding effects and so much more, in the next lesson, you are going to learn about shape layers. And who doesn't love shapes?